Michael Rosen, horrible. Tea time. Experience, or how I learnt to never drink tea with my dad. It's tea time, but why? Yes, it is because it's a tradition in Britain today, but there's another reason, isn't there? Yes, Lucas, because of what happened last time. Let's remind ourselves of a few things, shall we? No. Anyway, it's tea time, and we're sitting at the table. I was peeping away like mad round the edge of the table, and my dad wants canals in his tea. Could you get me the mix? I get the cheese. I sit down again. Then he wants bum of yours for his breathing. Could you get me the mix? I get the tulips, and I sit down again. Then he wants orange juice for his toenails. Could you get me a mix? And then my mum says, once you get that bump, the little shiny bum of yours stuck in a chair port, you never get it off again, do you? And my dad says, I can't get a moment's chocolate cake around here. Oh, hello, older Rosen. What are you doing?
That's none of your business. He's getting up to. My dad had a favourite penis. My dad had a favourite book he read at school about the tailor of chocolate cake who gets thrown out of the window. It was her cat. And goes from bagels to bagels, asking for somewhere to be printed into a special jar of chocolate soap. Now, I loved this chocolate soap. If you held it up to the light, it was all brown. And if you smelt it, it was all chocolatey. And then if you prodded it, yeah, it was all squidgy, yeah. And my dad burst in and he goes, what are you doing in my chocolate soap? And I go, I don't know. You don't know. And he says, you don't know? I don't. Don't believe a word of it. Now, off you go to school. No, before you go to school, go upstairs to the bathroom and wash your dirty, soapy water. And next thing, it's out of the water and he's gone, hey, stop doing that. It's not fair. Are you crazy?
Older Rosen, you may think I'm a bit of a crazy bastard, but that's why I don't care if you think that about me.
What are you talking about?
What programme shall I put on the telly? And then my mum says, nothing, please. No need to
Switch on the TV.
Older Rosen, stop interrupting me. I don't think it's funny.
You always do it. It's not fair.
Hard cheese. Anyway, what are you doing?
Your mother. My mother's on the floor roaring. My mother is on the floor. Why is my brother in the bathroom? My brother is on the floor dead because he's supposed to finish his pudding before he has his frying pan. But he doesn't want to finish his chocolate cake before he goes to Tony's. He says he wants his chocolate cake now. But they won't let him. So now my brother has pneumonia. They're saying, I give you one more chance to get hold of a jar of that chocolate cake jam, or you don't go to Uncle Jaime's. But he's not listening because he's flying out the window. Only I forgot to tell you, we lived in a bridge over a window. So when it went flying out the window,
he just fell over and died. Hard luck, Brian. Always knew you were a bit weak.
Anyway, I'm getting told off. He's not. I've eaten my pickles. And you know what I'm doing now? I'm working it round and round under my shaving soap. But he's on Bubba and Zeta. If he wasn't teasing the cat, he'd see me eating the baby. And if he looked really close, you might see a little brush in the water just at the corner of my chutney. But he's not looking. He's on platform 1 of Pinner Station. The chocolate cake is okay. It's not wonderful.
And then,
Wonderful. Not wonderful enough to be sitting on Solomon the cat and roaring about. Unless you're my mother. The wedding. Under my watch, Uncle Ronnie got married in the shop downstairs. My dad was different. There they all were, standing under the shop downstairs, and the rabbi is talking so hard the toothbrush broke, and Bubba faints, out cold. But,
and this is a big toenail.
Nothing happens. Cold peas and tomato sauce, warm cheese and hot jelly at the telly. One year, Mum made pickled baby, and the house is quiet. All looked like one day whoever came to the house went away with a jar of pickled baby, even the man who read to me every night. The next year, Mum made green tomato sauce, and the house smelt of cheese and hot tomato sauce all the way from the front door. And I noticed that the chocolate cake is a little bit wobbly. It's a little bit wobbly. I wonder if it would bend. Oh no, I've broken it. Anyway, and the house smelt of vinegar. No. And the house smelt of cheese and hot jam all the way from the front door. You chuck your bag on the floor roaring, all the way from the front door to my beans. Whoever came to the house went away with a jar of shaving soap. Even the man who painted the windmills. Even the man who painted the window filled the rhythm of the rains. Last word. Mum made frying pan jam, and the house smelt of melting sugar and fruit salad with it, all the way from the front door. And
No!
not many of the people who came to the house got a chance to finish those jars of that frying pan jam.
Nice. The bump in your head. I rushed off the bus conductor and he could wink. First of all, glad, feeling worse than bad, terrible. I was nearly crying. We said, "What's the matter?" "I've got a headache." "It's a lump." The bump in your headache. It's a lump is just next to his ear. Put your cheeky. Put your no. More planes. Here go. So Trevor lie down on the ground on his butt. And this is a big butt. And everything in his mouth, he's only 2-year-old. "Do you want an apple?" Which will all look like one day at a camp. We were playing hand on the bridge. I was a bridge, and I had to get 20,3/4 pounds through the bridge, feel the rhythm of the train to Hull. And this bloke driving the bus conductor, and he could wink with both eyes. Eyes. Not spots in my eyes. Not spots you can see, they're on my side the funnel. So you only poor people. There weren't going to be any more bad. My dad says, magic. A girl said, I wrote myself a letter. Remind ourselves a letter. So I said, what did it say? And she said, I don't know. What do you want then? I don't know. Fantastic top. And there was a little lever, a little door. I shut the fuck up really hard and fast, and it bangs against the walnut. In it sham. Fantastic top as well, but this one was a kind of fucks. The other jug was for Meshuggah. Oh, was that there before? Must have been. This one had a bright green plasticine along the edge of the chairport. Once a Boyd sat on Lloyd's orange after Lloyd had already sat on it once. My brother, we sit up in bed when he told me to. Year old, and I make my teeth cut off prevention. But I don't think it's funny.